What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys. Today I have a review of the SH FIGUARTS Ultraman Kaiju Pandon. Or is it Pandon? Or is it just Don? Let's just call him Don. So Don here, I'm gonna get something out of the way right now. I'm not sure if this guy came like this or if I scratched it in transit into my studio, but he's got a big chip on his beak missing, and the only pic I have of it is turned upside down on his head. So I don't know. I really don't know if I did this. Like I said, in transport, there was no heavy play with this figure, not anything. Just tried on all the parts and stuff in my apartment, and then I transported him down here. Granted, he was in a box with other figures, and it might have scratched off. But that seems like an excessively big scratch for not that far of a trip. I don't know. Maybe it came like this, maybe it did not. I am not 100% sure. It seems like an easy fix though. It's just some black. You could even see like this side is a little messed up too. So, that's frustrating. I'm not gonna count it against the figure because I cannot say if it was out of the box or not if I did it. I don't recall it being like that, but maybe I just did not pay attention. I don't know. I'm gonna blame myself. But there you go. Wanted to get that one out of the way right away. Let's take a look. I'm not going to look at the accessories just yet because there's definitely a succession of accessories that I'd like to do. So let's take a look at the figure. Besides that paint mess up, you can see that the beak is very like radiated on both sides here. And it works. And it doesn't all at the same time, you know, like, I understand why they did it, but I really wish they just made it a little more solid. Even if it's not accurate, I think it would have popped a lot more on this figure. The eyes look nice and beady on both sides. Yes, this is a two-headed, beady-eyed bird, dragon, dude that breathes fire. It's pretty cool. So, he's got all these spikies all around. I think they're done pretty good. They're just done in a red. I don't think there's a wash on here. Maybe a slight, there might be. You see this wash here in the belly? I feel like it is there in the crevices, but in my light and inside my camera's viewfinder, it's tough to make out. There is. The closer I'm like getting myself closer. There is some wash in there. It's kind of like white dirt wash, but it looks good. Either way, it looks good. You do get, when you get this much texture, you do get, as you can see, a lot of natural like shading in there, which always works for me. You got more spikies down on his chest. The stomach is very rocky looking. I dig it. You know, like I really do. I think it looks very, very nice. Nice shape on this figure. I think it's cool. He's very flat, and that's different for a kaiju. I think that's very, very cool. He's got the short tail here. It comes to a very skinny point. It looks pretty good. It does. So you got like a nice, color variation there. So that's pretty good. Again, it's all like, I want to say like rocky type texture, leathery, good looking, like, yeah, I guess like leathery, like alligator-esque. Feet look good. I like how, it gradiates into this like sandy looking color. Pretty cool. I dig the sculpt on the nails a lot. The nails on the hands look really good with all that wash on there as well. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, overall, I think the sculpt on this guy is very nice. I do like how one of the heads is like turned upwards and one is like, facing this way. It's such a strange figure, but and character, but it's really cool looking. It's just different, and that's great. Let's do articulation. You got a ball jointed mouth on both sides here. So there you go. I can see that happening and scratching. Head turns on a ball joint. Not a super range of motion, but you do get some. This neck part has some motion in it. The shoulders swivel around and hinge around in there. That's good. I believe it's all ball jointed. You do have nice covering in there, which is always great for the kaiju, like I've mentioned many times. Love it. There you go. There's a ball joint right there. So double jointed there. Very nice. Same thing with his wrists. Works well. The stomach gives you a really great range of motion. Like, you could get some really cool poses out of it, which is awesome. And then the legs are ball jointed as well, but you're not, doing much with them at the thighs. The knees have covering, which is nice, but you're not getting a lot of range of motion there. And the feet give you some rocking and back and forth. Tail, you got one joint back here, which gives you some motion upwards and downwards, really not much side to side. Another joint right there, and one last joint, which is very tight. There we go, loosened up right there. So you only get 3 joints at the tail, but it's a short tail, so there you have it. That's not bad at all. So let's do our size comparisons while we're here in this mode. Here is Ultra 7, who's his first enemy in the Ultra series. There you go. So they look together. There's a new Ultra 7 special color coming out. I am not going to be getting it. I'm totally fine with this guy. Like the more subdued colors there. I think it's brighter. It looks brighter. Here is Kiryu. This is the battle damage Kiryu, so you can see how his face is off with a SH Monster. I think pretty well. I think pretty well indeed. And here he is with Ghost Kiryu. So if you've never seen Ultra 7 battle Pandon here, Donnie, what happens is he uses his eye slugger and chops off his arm and chops off his leg. Leaves him for dead. But then, as aliens like to do, they rebuilt Pandoni here. He's now a reconstructed Donnie. Yeah, that's what they call him, reconstructed Pandon. And these are a couple of his accessories here. You get a nice robotic, classic-looking arm. Looks pretty good. I like the sculpt on it a lot. It moves at the ball joint up there. At the elbow, this movement. And at the wrist, there's a hinge there, it feels like. So, pretty cool. Let's hold this combobulated, actually, though. This is a weird thing, and I'm gonna tell you about this as well. In package, this all was turned around, and it made it feel like it was this leg. I put it on this leg originally, and then I was like, something feels wrong. I don't remember them being on the same side, and I rewatched, that video, and, lo and behold, it was on his right side there. So there you go. This is what the leg looks like. You got separation right there. This is a floating piece. You can see the red is sticking out on the bottom there, like the gray is scratched off. Same thing up here. You see it up there. So lots of scratches on this guy. Even more so there. But it looks really good. Articulation, pretty much same deal. Just got a couple of floating pieces going on there. Good motion at the foot, actually. So that's nice. And they look good. I like them. They're just done in silver. This time I definitely don't think there's a wash on them. So there you go. That looks pretty good. Probably my preferred way to display would be like so. In this mode, Donnie here at one point catches the ice slugger, and they've given us a hand with an ice slugger in it. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. Ooh, getting some of these in are really tight. So when I took this leg out of here, I had it took the entire ball out, and I had a hard time getting it back together. It's not good. But here is the hand with the ice slugger already in it. It's done pretty well. I like it. So there you go. I'm gonna leave this one on there for now. I'll have to do the heating method. I did the heating method on the leg, by the way, in case you were wondering. And still, no dice. It wasn't. A lot of force was used getting that ball joint back. A lot of force. Now, at the end of the battle, though, you know, Ultra 7's friends, the Space Force, whatever they're called, like, distracts him when he's holding the thing, and then he gets back the ice slugger and slices off Don's head. And now, to get that going, you got two pieces here, which are pretty cool. You got an extra neck piece here with the head cleanly sliced off, and this top piece here where the head would fall off. So it's basically a two-part job. You want to take this whole part off, you want to take that part off, pop this on here. Now you can put like on the floor there, and then this part, you pop it on there. Those parts work pretty nice, and it looks pretty good, you know? You want to match up the spine. There's a little spine there. Spine line. So there you go. Chop his head off. This would fall. Boom. And there you have it. That's the entire deal. Thank you, Ultra 7, for just standing there. But yeah, it's good. It's a cool little addition, cool little set if you want to set that up like that, you know, to do so, and it works. It really does. So there you go, guys. That could just leave this like this to end this off. That's my review for Pandon here. Pandon. Donnie. Yeah, so I liked it. Kind of, sort of. No, it's a good set. It's a good set. It's fun. You know, the sculpt is really cool. It looks cool like that. I'm just kind of bummed about that. And some of the other paint chipping going on bums me out a little bit. What happened with the legs was annoying. There's lots of little annoying things that's keeping me from, like, being totally, like, awesome gung-ho about it. But it is a cool piece, and your experience is gonna vary on that. So, you know, for you, maybe this is a perfect figure. For me, it's all right. It's pretty good. I dig it. You know, it's got a lot of valid, awesome points to it. So I'm glad I have it. I'm glad it's in my collection. So there you go. All right, guys, and that is my review. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this guy. Until next time, peace out, peeps.